Point well taken.
Yes, do you fly in and out of Rome?
Gotta get all that stuff online for the OSBA train system.
I believe they sent out a
Fast, it's usually on time, and you can.
just kind of the general schedule.
It's another language.
It's probably in your mailbox.
You have for the Capitol Conference?
Yeah.
We have the whole stuff here.
Okay.
Here, everybody got one.
Yeah,
I'm at the
but as
walk
far
with
as
the-
from
Oh, they
OSBA,
don't do that anymore.
I got a flyer.
Right, but we had.
Yes, you'll get one.
Plenty of review.
You get it at home?
Nowhere.
I got it.
Yeah.
State and stuff.
I don't, it's okay. I'm
You'll
sure
probably
that's
get
like
one
an
at
app
home.
or something we can download.
And it's loaded, it's noted right there. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for coming this evening. I would like to call this October 17th, 2022 regular meeting of the New Philadelphia Board of Education to order. I'll start with our mission statement. The New Philadelphia City Schools will provide all students the opportunity to achieve their highest potential, to become educated, self-sufficient, and responsible citizens. We are committed to providing every student a diverse quality education within a safe and secure environment through a dedicated, innovative, and highly qualified staff in partnership with parents and the community at large. We gauge our decisions against our mission statement. Please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Mr. France?
Present?
Dr. Fuller?
Here.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Here.
Mr. Weaver? Motion, we have a quorum.
Do we have a motion to approve the agenda for this evening's meeting?
So moved.
Dr. Fuller, and a second.
I'll second.
Galantine, are there any additions, deletions, corrections? Please call the roll.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting dated September 19th, 2022?
I will. So moved.
Mr. McMath, and a second.
Second.
Mr. Weaver, are there any corrections, additions, deletions? Please call the roll.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Building Spotlight, NPHS. Welcome. Go Quakers.
I would like to bring forward Mrs. Carla Pry and Mrs. Preston Cornell and two of our leaders for Student Council, Marilyn Stokey and Alexa Alston. Come on up. They're going to showcase our Student Council and the great things that they do within our building.
So my name is Marilyn, and I'm the Student Council President.
I'm Alexa, and I'm the Student Council Vice President.
And we are here to tell you what we've been up to.
It's still loading.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
They're getting the lights.
Okay.
Pretty soon we'll be able to actually see what you've been up to.
Oh, we need it the other way.
Do the other one. Yes.
There we go.
Perfect.
Terrific.
So to kick off the year, we hosted a patio painting event where any students could come, and we provided paint for them to represent their teams or different activities that they're involved in, just displayed around the patio and just to show school spirit to come back to school.
This year for homecoming, we planned the dance and other festivities, like dressing up for Spirit Week, the homecoming court, and we had a homecoming pep rally this year for the first time.
3 years. It was nice.
Sweet.
So this is this year's homecoming court. As student council, we sponsored a luncheon for individuals who were elected to be on the court. And we recognized them at the homecoming pep rally and at the football game, and we crowned the queen at the game.
The homecoming dance was very successful. The theme for this year was Light Up the Night. There were over 600 students and many stayed for the whole dance. It was really fun.
Was it really fun? Glow sticks included.
So what's next? Yesterday we held a sign painting event, which is something we do annually. And this is our first year back in the gym for our pep rally, which hasn't happened since my freshman year, 2019. And so we just had a bunch of students. Everybody was invited to come and make signs like clever sayings or to support the football team and the football seniors. And we hung them in the hallways, and we're going to hang them in the gym later this week just to have more school spirit at the pep rally.
This week we're selling paper footballs for students in need at New Philly High School. It's a competition with the 4th period classes, and we're hanging them up in the gym lobby to decorate for the pep rally, and that's everything that we sold after the first day.
So obviously this week is Dover Philly week, and it's important to us to have fun while we're supporting them. So today was pajama day, and we called that Put Dover to Sleep. And tomorrow is parents are our biggest fans, so we want to dress up as our parents to show our support and recognize them. And some examples are just like a barbecue dad or a soccer mom. Wednesday, make Dover see double. Partner up with your friend or multiple friends and just all dress the same. And Thursday is going to be Halloween themed to scare Dover, and you can just wear whatever school appropriate Halloween costume you want. And then Friday, like always, red and black. That's the day we have the pep rally. So it's just to show our school spirit.
Today we painted for the door decorating competitions.
It's fun. The kids love it. It's a yearly activity. We started, oh, good Lord. Were you in high school when we started it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago. And
Wow.
it's something the kids really look
Called you
forward to. So everybody that has a 9th grade class gets their door decorated.
Excuse me. I did it.
I did too. Okay. I don't know.
On that room, just one door.
All right.
Continuing the festivities for Dover Philly Week, this Thursday evening, the seniors for student council, we're hosting a spaghetti dinner, which we haven't had again since 2019. And it's just to raise money for the senior class, and it'll just be before the community pep rally for just to kind of get excited and celebrate on a full tummy, I guess.
Some other things we do throughout the year is student staff volleyball game. We have a pie in the face contest to raise money for Share Christmas. We have Share Christmas, stocking donations, Rainbow Connection, and in the spring talent show.
That's it. Thank you.
And I just want to add, we are so thankful at the high school that we have 2 great leaders. Carla and Preston, they go above and beyond to make our kids, included, engaged, excited, all those things that we want to see in our school. And thankfully, that kind of trickles down to the kids. And, sometimes we don't recognize how much effort that is, and it is. It's a lot of work. And so I just want to thank them publicly for what they do for our students. Because a lot of times you see that those roles are just unnoticed. And we're just so thankful for you too. We're thankful for you guys for all you do for our kids as well. You're great role models, great leaders for your peers. So.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank
Terrific,
you.
well done, much.
Thank you.
Okay, public participation.
We don't have any tonight.
Ready?
Oh.
From what Ms. Claxon just said, you guys are all well aware, people don't become advisors or coaches for the money. They become coaches and advisors
You know about that?
because they love kids and they want to have a positive impact. And I certainly am probably the most basketball illiterate person around. I couldn't tell you the difference between a charge and a block if I had to. One thing I do know is every time I showed up for something having to do with basketball, Mr. Stevenson was there. And certainly Bob wasn't doing that for the money. He was doing it because he loved kids and he had a positive impact on kids. And I felt it appropriate to acknowledge that this evening. So, thank you.
Okay, so this October, we actually participated in an event called SchoolsOctober, and it was a competition between ourselves and the team across the river. And we were raising socks and money for the Tuscarawas County Friends of the Homeless. And unfortunately for ourselves, but fortunately for the Tuscarawas County Friends of the Homeless, the team across the river, I almost said it this week, raised 1,740 pairs of socks, and we were able to raise 1,558 pairs of socks and an additional $240 to donate. And due to this, we agreed to a friendly competition between ourselves and the administration over at that school. And if we were to lose that competition of who raised the most pairs of socks, we were going to receive a pie to the face. So we've elected two of our board members, Mr. Galentine and Mr. Weaver. It's up to you who you would like to pie in the face this evening. You can just select myself or Mrs. Claxon. And we will do that. Oh, I forgot my sunglasses. We'll do that right now if you don't mind.
Such a hard decision.
Mr. Galentine, you pick first. Second.
I feel like I'm in a bad spot.
Yeah, I'll scoot up a little bit.
Come here.
I've been,
Scoot up a little bit. Julie, you might want to.
I'm moving. I was just finishing writing.
All right.
not the least bit worried.
I'll do this young lady right
Thank you.
All right.
Give me a second. Oh, this is gonna be.
Oh, you gotta check this out. Like, come on, just show them what you're doing here. You're
Oh,
making
I
us.
apologize. Hey, art
Oh my.
art class.
Here we
was
go.
My
I'm gonna
favorite.
catch up with my sweater.
Okay, are we ready, young lady?
Sure.
This, there were no
I feel like I'm getting
losers.
baptized.
There were no losers. I enjoyed that.
Well done.
I feel like I should have put back on. Oh my.
Chris, I feel like,
All right,
I feel like he was too nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, he
I-
was
I'm
super.
trying to hold my breath.
Take the cap off.
Yeah.
You can literally shave that.
Yeah, I know. I won't. No, we won't be doing that.
All I can smell is.
Okay, good.
How far should we go here?
That's up to you. It's a brand new bottle.
As
though.
much as you can put on there.
It feels like, I mean, this is gonna be after, right?
That's right. All right.
That's a shame.
I think you're enjoying this too much.
They all are.
You ready? Well,
Yep.
everyone wins, right?
Yep.
Everyone wins.
Awesome. Man, well done.
Go quicker.
All right.
Go quicker. Thank you.
right. Thank you for being good sports and
You're doing good. Yeah, thank you.
giving the kids something to talk about.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well done.
Okay.
If I ever get a pie in the face, could I have sour cream?
Well, I'm saving some of that for my personal
Number meeting?
logo.
Were you volunteering?
No, I said if I.
Okay. Treasurer's report.
Treasures, man.
Hey, that's pretty hard to follow. I have the financial statement, the key indicator, cash flow, our QD and QPA financials, the bank reconciliation, and the MasterCard points are all in your board folders, and everything is in balance and in order. Just so you know, the MasterCard points, we have started spending. Patty gets those points and kind of looks for what she wants off of the list, and then we use those for that list for the kids in the schools. I have the Auditor of State's letter of arrangement in the amount of $30,791 for the fiscal '22 audit. Kennedy Insurance excess flood insurance for the Quaker Dome in the amount of $21,675. We have 2 policies that we have to have, and you guys already adopted the other one, so this is the second policy. I'm requesting that you approve the cameras for the cross-country from the Lynx, and this goes with the pole vaulting system in the amount of $5,500. The original quote was a little less, but the quote is about 9 months old, and so I increased it just a slight amount.
When did they start the pole vault in cross-country?
Sorry, did I put cross-country and I'm sorry. Try to fix that.
That's okay.
Approve the payment to the Tuscarora Park Foundation for softball field project in the amount of $10,000. And accept the following donations for the spaghetti dinner this Thursday night. Transfer from the general fund to the summer school fund in the amount of $10,000, and approve amended appropriations and amended certificates as follows.
Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Sounds like Mr. Galantine and Dr. Fuller down there. Any questions for Julie? Okay, go ahead and call the roll.
Dr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mr. Galantine,
Yes.
Mr. France.
Yes.
Mr. McMath,
Yes.
Mr. Weaver.
Yes.
Motion carries. The next thing I have is approval of the check register. And that was also in your board folder.
Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Mr. Weaver, and a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Galantine, any questions on the check register? Please call the roll.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Abstain?
Thank you. Motion carries. And lastly, I have the resolution declaring an urgent necessity to move forward with Flickinger piping, replacing the HVAC down at South Elementary.
That's heat only, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve? So moved. That was Mr. McMath? Yes. And a second?
Second.
Dr. Fuller, questions? Please call the roll.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Personnel.
Okay, we do have some resignations that ask you to approve. You will notice that further on down the agenda, we actually have hired all of those positions as well. We are hiring 3 district daily substitutes under the certified section there. Several classified staff members we're adding to the list. Some supplementals, mentors, substitute teachers. We are adding a few more of those. Substitute bus drivers, I want to highlight that and really give Julia Espenschi kudos because she has been beating the bushes to obtain some more staff members there. Some additional classified subs, volunteers, student teachers, and then a teaching profession shadow at West Elementary.
We have a motion to approve the personnel recommendations.
So moved.
Weaver, and a second.
Second.
Mr. McMath, any questions? Please call the roll.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And committee representative reports.
Just draw your attention to the fact that the Business Advisory Council minutes are online at the ESC website, that we do work with them for our required Business Advisory Council. Facilities Committee, you guys want to share information from the last facilities meeting?
We are moving ahead with making this a better place to go to school and work.
And warm.
And warm.
Yes, we are.
Working very diligently at that. No, I think that it's going to kind of wrap up a lot of stuff and that we've been talking about all along. So there's not really anything new, but just the administrative team and Mr. Haney, his part of folks really are. It's surprising what they're getting accomplished and how effective it's been, and better off for it for sure.
I will agree with that.
It seems to really having the assistant position back in that has allowed the leader of that department to concentrate on managing it so much more with both Jan and Jeff there. I think that's good. That was an issue in the past.
It was, and it's been huge, and it has allowed Jeff to be very productive while simultaneously allowing Jan to get in and work with the custodians and help ensure consistency and shared expectations for what their role looks like and what our expectations are for what our buildings look like. And it's making a big difference.
It is. Okay. Any other committee reports? All righty. Assistant Superintendent's report.
All right, a couple interesting things for you. One of the things that we do in my office, Mrs. Pape and I handle all of our student teachers and field experience kids and Kent State students, Buckeye students. And I think we have over 20 plus young people who are coming to our district this year in some form to learn from our teachers. And the feedback I get from these colleges and are that our teachers continue to provide these young people with great experiences. So I want to give our teachers a lot of props for that. Second thing is Orton Gillingham is a specialized reading intervention kind of program, and with our dyslexia requirements coming up next year, it's a big deal, and it's something that helps our requirements to have people trained in that. So we just found out this week that two of our teachers, Erica Andrews, a title teacher at East, and Shana Lamb, one of our intervention specialists at South, they went through 30 hours of Orton Gillingham training in the summer, and then applied through a pretty rigorous application process where they had to get recommendations, interviews. They qualified for what's called a practicum. So they get to spend this year becoming OGs, what we say OG trainers. And so they now, after this year, after going through this practicum, it's kind of like a student teaching for Orton Gillingham. They'll be able to train our staff in that. So it's a pretty exciting thing. They were selected for it. So like they had to apply and be selected specifically for this. So I was very proud of them, and they're very excited. They wanted to do this, so they're going to be very important for our district as we go through with our dyslexia requirements for next year. And just wanted to commend them for asking to do it, for being excited about it. When both of them were sent their emails that they had been accepted, they sent out emails and just were really excited. So I wanted to make sure we recognize them. So that's it.
Great. Cool. Okay. Assistant Superintendent's report, or Superintendent's report, excuse me.
The policy committee met, and we are recommending 5 updates to our policies for this first reading at this meeting. I'm recommending a non-routine trip for the New Philly Steel Drum Band to go to the St. Louis Festival of Steel. a non-routine trip for the Spanish Club. That will be in the spring of 2024. I have included the Nutrition Standards Compliance Report. This is an annual required report that you need to approve. Also asking that we approve a College Credit Plus agreement with Ohio University for the 23-24 school year. That is a typo. I apologize. And then finally, asking that we approve a shared services agreement for transportation for a new pre-apprenticeship pilot program that we are working through the ESC with, but will require our students to go to the RV manufacturer in Sugar Creek once a week for 9 weeks. They will take 3 students from every district, so it doesn't make sense for every district to send a bus or a van with 3 students. So it is a win-win with this shared services agreement.
There a motion to approve the superintendent's report?
So move.
Dr. Fuller, and a second?
Second.
Mr. Weaver, any questions for the superintendent? Please call the roll.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine? Yes. Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I also, if I might, want to draw everyone's attention to the fact that starting next month, our board meetings will begin at 6:30 PM as opposed to 7:30 PM per conversation that we had. So we want to make sure that we get that out and publicized.
Okay. Dr. Fuller, there a motion to adjourn?
There is such a motion. I make it.
Thank you, sir. And a second?
I'll second.
Here we go.
Make that from the perspective of someone who's been freezing for a couple of days.
I apologize. Call the roll.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine? Mr. France?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Our meeting is adjourned. Go Quakers.
Go Guardians.
Go Guardians.